Hello and welcome to my podcast show P3M, the Project, Program and Portfolio Management Knowledge Series. My name is Kailash Upadhyay and I'm here today to answer a very common question that has been asked to me many a time. Now, this question is when a project will become part of program and when the project will become part of portfolio. So let me give you an example to answer this question. So let's take an example of this organization called Apple Inc. We all use so many products of Apple such as MacBook, iMac, iPad, iPhone, AirPod, and so many other products we use in our daily life. And so I'll take an example of this portfolio, which is called iPhone portfolio. And yes, all of these product is a specific portfolio within the Apple Inc. There's a MacBook portfolio, there's an iPhone portfolio, there's a iPad portfolio, there is a iMac portfolio, and in each of these portfolio, there are many projects and programs are running, throughout this life cycle of this portfolio to optimize the value of those portfolio. Now, within the iPhone, let's take an example of a program called iPhone 16 that Apple wants to launch within iPhone. They want to launch iPhone 16 series of phone. This is just an hypothetical example. You may say, oh, iPhone 15 is still not there. This is just an example to explain this answer to a question. Now, within iPhone 16, let's say they have many feature and function and a component such as camera component. A camera is an important feature of iPhone. Let's say with iPhone 16, they want to launch a camera, a new technology camera with, let's say, 1000 megapixel camera. It may sound a little ridiculous, but it's again an hypothetical example. Another component, let's say, the very high resolution screen. Another component could be, let's say, a high quality microphone that whatever you record, a microphone which is very, very high quality, that it cancels all the noise, even if you are making a call in a very crowded place. When you use your iPhone 16 microphone, that this phone will eliminate all the surrounding noise. So that could be another component or another feature of this iPhone 16. Let's say another component could be projection capability, that whatever you're watching on your phone, you can project it to any screen or any surface through this iPhone 16. So let's say these are the four feature and function or four component of iPhone 16 phone. Now, I'll refer to this component, which is called camera component. Now, one more thing I would like to tell you, each of these component will be delivered by distinct project within the program. So the camera component or a camera feature will be delivered through one project. The microphone feature or component will be delivered through another project. The projection capability will be delivered through other projects, and the screen resolution or the unbreakable screen component will be delivered through a project within the iPhone 16 program. Now, consider that this iPhone 16 with camera, this camera iPhone or let's say Apple does not want only within iPhone, but this camera component should be used in MacBook, into iPad. So it's since it's a new technology and Apple wants to work in this technology, a camera technology, which could be a unique selling point not only for iPhone but for MacBook and iPad and other product portfolio as well. So now, since this camera component is not only adding benefit for iPhone 16, but this camera component is also adding benefit for the other portfolio. And hence, this kind of project, it makes more sense to be managed outside a program within a portfolio, so that the portfolio can deliver this component, and this component can be the output of this camera can fit into different chassis such as MacBook chassis or iMac chassis, or let's say iPad chassis, or even in iPhone. So they want this camera, a very high resolution camera, very unique feature of a camera, and this component or this deliverable can be used in across the portfolio. So it makes more sense that this camera component can be managed within the portfolio rather than within the specific program such as iPhone 16. Now you may ask me, Kailash, is it possible that a component of a program can be managed outside a program within a portfolio? Absolutely yes. Your program may be using some component which may not be managed within your program itself. Maybe that component will be managed outside the program, but the output of that component can be a vital integration point or important element for your program benefit delivery as well. So yes, that kind of relationship is called inter-component relationships. So friends, let me summarize the answer to this question, that a project can be managed within a program when the project output is delivering benefit to specific product which is managed through a program. But when a project's output is used across the product line or across the services, then it makes more sense that that project can be managed within a portfolio, so that the portfolio can ensure that the project output or the project deliverable can be used across the organization within the portfolio, so that every product line or every product portfolio get benefited from the project output. So that's all in this podcast for now. And I hope you like this podcast and you got the answer to the question. Do like and subscribe to the podcast. So, and if you listening or if you're watching this video on a YouTube, then do like and subscribe to the channel. That's all for now. And I will be back with another important discussion on my show, Project, Program, and Portfolio Management Knowledge Series, the P3M podcast. Please take care and have a great day ahead.